So as you guys are well aware, the strike for the actors is not over. Okay, the actor strike is not over, and there's still. It seems like the writer strike is not over. Realistically, I don't see this stuff ending by the end of the year. I really don't. Like these guys are clearly looking for reasons to try to take as much money as they possibly can and make everything about them. Now, with that being said, apparently SAG-AFTRA just gave permission, and this is interesting, to Rachel Zegler to promote her upcoming Hunger Games movie. And Gina Carano has weighed in on this, of course, and saying that the system is rigged and littered with posers. Now, I find it to be very, very, very interesting that Rachel Zegler, of all people, was allowed to say something and promote her movie amongst all other actors. So everybody else has to stay quiet, but for some reason, Rachel Zegler was allowed to speak. I wonder why that is. So let's get into this article, guys, from Bounding Into Comics. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into the YouTube algorithm. It says Terror on the Prairie actress Gina Carano reacted to the news that Rachel Zegler and the cast of the Hunger Games: The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes were given permission to promote the upcoming film by SAG-AFTRA. It was reported by Variety's Rebecca Rubin and Angelique Jackson that Hunger Games prequel The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes has received an interim agreement from SAG-AFTRA, which means that stars Zegler, Blythe, Viola Davis, Peter Dinklage, and Hunter Schafer are allowed to promote the film before it premieres in theaters on November 17th. Now, I think part of the reason why they're doing this is because they must know that this movie is not going to do very well. They must know that. So they're trying to think of ways to try to promote the film. And of course, they need their little puppy dogs to go out on Twitter and promote this movie any way they possibly can. So they did let 5 of these actors, what was it, 5 or something like that? 5 of these actors, including good old Rachel Zegler herself, they're letting them promote this film. Otherwise, this is going to be another flop. And honestly, I think it's going to be a flop anyway. Who really knows? But I think it's going to be a major, major flop. And to be honest with you, I would probably put her on a leash. I would not let Rachel Zegler speak, because every time she speaks, she turns off a lot of people. And I feel like it would actually go against them rather than work for them. So it says, as for why Lionsgate was granted an interim agreement, the duo were unclear. Zegler, who plays Lucy Gray Bayard in the film, posted to Instagram about being able to promote the film. I am so beyond thankful to Lionsgate and SAG-AFTRA for working so hard throughout the strike to come to an agreement, allowing us to participate in press and promotion for our film, which comes out on theaters on November 17th. Lionsgate's efforts are proof that studios, big and small, can meet us in a place of fairness for their films and the people who work so hard to make them, Zegler added. Good old Rachel Zegler. Any chance to virtue signal, she will not miss it. She continued, making this movie was hands down one of the best experiences of my life thus far. I cannot wait to share more behind the scenes content with you all, the fans, who make experiences like this 8 million times better. There will be lots of all my beautiful friends from the cast, as well as an appreciation from our crew, which is filmed with people I love so deeply. So watch this space, there's more to come. Cannot believe I get to say this with only a few weeks to spare, but see you out there on our press tour, she concluded. Oh man, you know what? Well, number one, this is gonna be great content. Okay, it's gonna be great content for YouTubers without a doubt, because she will undoubtedly say something absolutely asinine, and I guarantee you it's gonna get roasted. It always gets roasted. Everything she says gets roasted because it's easily roastable, right? She's just that stupid. But of course, we have an example of not so fair play. Rachel Zegler, the puppy dog of the entertainment space right now, the go-to girl, right? Like, she is the diversity hire. She is the woman right now for Hollywood. It used to be Brie Larson. Now it is good old Rachel Zegler, and she is the young poster child that is going to be used by every major studio to try to push their movie and to try to pretend to be these ultra diverse places to work. But of course, we all know that that's nonsense. So it says, since the ability to promote the film was granted by SAG-AFTRA, Zegler has been posting to her various social media channels. Carano reacted to the news on X, writing, "What an odd strike this is. Small non-studio productions are having trouble getting waivers, but studios get the interim agreements left and right. Celebrities go from their picket line to their promotional tours and red carpets. What happened to that? I better get paid for every hour I send into this dress talk," she continued, highlighting comments Zegler made while on the picket line. I agree 100%. What happened to standing by your morals? What happened to standing by what you're supposedly fighting for? So you have other people on the picket lines right now fighting for every tooth and dollar they possibly can get, and yet you have someone like Rachel Zegler, who is Hollywood's poster child, just going out there on her press tour like, yeah, I'm done playing pretend. I'm done playing as if I really care about this strike. Let's go back on this press tour, baby. I need to get my face in the headlines here. You know what I mean? That's what they really care about. This is what actors, especially people people like Zegler truly care about. They care about getting their name in the headlines. They care about being famous. That's what they really, really care about. Carano then stated, meanwhile, the people who are actually suffering are the crews and actors not a part of studio projects or are in the in-group to get their waivers granted. The ones whose money will run out quicker, the ones who are having to pick up a second line of work, the ones who will be controlled a whole lot easier once the strike ends based off of desperation to work. Think that was by accident, she questioned? Maybe they should have granted waivers for all the non-studio productions, keeping people working, and halt all studio productions if they really wanted to make a difference and reach a faster agreement. Carano did not stop there. Who is this strike really intended to hurt again? Better not make a deal quick. People are starting to notice. I'm sure it'll be in favor of all the right people, and all the right people will be patting themselves on the back on an excellent deal, and months of suffering will be well worth the wait. At least while you're at it, you can throw into the agreement that it will never be again permitted to allow any production to force inject poison, experimental jabs, into people's bodies in the name of science ever again, she posited. You know, just because it was in itself wasn't something big enough to have had a huge strike over, the hypocrisy is palpable. The system is rigged and littered with posers. Art is free. Creativity is a rebellion. You don't need permission to do that, Carano concluded. Man, Gina Carano has been on an absolute firestorm, and I'm loving what she is putting out lately because honestly, it is just pure utter destruction, and her responses to Rachel Zegler especially are very much appreciated because Rachel Zegler tried to cancel Gina Carano. I don't know if you guys are aware of that. I'm sure a lot of you guys are, but Rachel Zegler did jump on the cancel train against Gina Carano. So to see Gina Carano absolutely fire back in a way that is just beautiful to witness, it is very much appreciated, and we need to see more of that, honestly. So it goes to show that these are not any real kind of like picket lines happening. Okay, these actors who are on these picket lines, they don't really care, man. They just want to get back to having their name in the headline. This is what they want. This is what they want right here. They want their faces on a poster. They want their faces in a headline. That's what they want, man. That's all they care about. People like Rachel Zegler all care about being famous, and that is ultimately what is most important to them. They feel like they're above the regular people. They're above the plebeians, right? Like all you guys are below her. She's Rachel Zegler. She's the latest star, and that is what she's ultimately trying to maintain. So we're going to see what happens with this press tour. Honestly, I can't wait because like I said, this is going to be great content for YouTubers to completely roast, and I'm going to have a great time doing so because Rachel Zegler is just so easy to make fun of. I mean, she's just one of those people that are going to put out some absolute nonsense and you know it's coming. It's coming, guys. For the next 16 days, at the time of this filming, it is coming. Like Rachel Zegler is going to give us 16 days worth of content. So we're going to be here every single day. We're going to be here every single day making fun of Rachel Zegler. So stay around for that. I hope you guys enjoyed. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.